Great morning, great morning, great morning. I am Nicole D. Jones, and I am just happy and grateful for another day. I'm happy and grateful for you. I'm happy and grateful for life today. I'm happy and grateful, as I tell you guys all the time. I am happy and grateful just to have another day to look at Nicole D. Jones, to understand that I have wrongs that I need to right. And because of that, I'm happy and grateful for another opportunity to keep my eyes on me. I am happy and grateful for life today. I think that we take life for granted. I don't even know another way to say it. And, as some of you guys know, I've been at Children's Hospital with my grandbaby, and it's so ironic. Like, I was speaking to my pastor yesterday, and it was like, man, I was saying how my heart hurts for her because I feel like, she's going through things medically that she just didn't ask for. So it's just like, man, because we look at babies as being so pure and so innocent compared to ourselves. And my pastor reminded me, she said, we are in this physical body, but this physical body is not who we are. Okay. We're spirit. And so the same spirit that's in Sarai that creates her as a little person is the same spirit that's in me that creates me as the person that I am, or creates you as the person that you are. And I was like, man, like that thing just blessed me, because it's like, we see things through a natural eye. Okay. So of course I'm looking at her and I'm just like, oh, she's 4 months old. And man, like, my heart hurts for her. But in that time, it was like a revelation that she's spirit with a soul wrapped in flesh. It's no different than us. We're spirit wrapped in with a soul wrapped in flesh. So just like my heart hurt for her, man, Jehovah God's heart hurts for me. Even though I am in a 48-year-old body and she's in a 4-month-old body, we're still spirit. And that thing blessed me so good. Oh, it blessed me so good, because it makes me more happy and grateful for another day. It's just another day of grace, another day of being able to like look at me and just be like, man, like, this is not lined up. This is not lined up. It's not, like, oh, well, because I'm 48, I got all these stacks of things that's not lined up. No, I'm a spirit with a soul wrapped in flesh that sometimes I don't hit the mark. Okay. It's the same thing. It's just at 48, I miss more marks on purpose. I miss more marks at my own hand versus a 4-month-old who's just kind of finding her way through this journey. Okay. So I'm happy and I'm grateful. I hope that you understand where I'm going with that. We have to look at every day as a gift. It is a present to us, which is why it's present. All right. We're in the present. We're in the present moment. At 10:05 a.m., I'm happy and grateful for my accountability. I'm happy and grateful that when I don't feel like I'm a warrior that's victorious, I know that you're here waiting for me to say, yes, you are. I'm happy and grateful for the energy that you give to me, because I didn't feel like this 6 minutes ago. So there's at least one person on the other side of this. It doesn't matter if I can't see your name, I can't see your comments. I feel you. So I'm happy and I'm grateful for you today. I'm happy and grateful that we are healthy, that we are wealthy, that we are prosperous, and that everything that our hands go to touch, it must, it shall, and it will prosper and grow. I'm happy and grateful for that today. Man, thank y'all. Thank you. You just don't know what you just did for me. You don't know what you did for me, because you don't know what I see with my natural eyes over here. just like I don't know what you see. But be happy and grateful for these little breaks that you can take in the whole momentum of your journey, just to pause and remind yourself that you are worthy, that you are valued, that you are needed, that you are loved, that even when you don't feel the fight in yourself, somebody is going to link up with you and going to reignite that warrior that's victorious that's in you. How can I say that with assurance and confidence? Because we have named Wednesdays Warrious Wednesdays for a reason. And for the last 48 hours, I have been with a 4-month-old Warrious campground, ground shaking, demon breaking little girl. And she's doing it in and of herself. How dare I not get up today and not be in a warrior's place? How dare I not understand that I am happy and grateful for life? Man, we got to shift this thing. And I know that it's Financial Literacy Month. This is the last Wednesday of the month. I hope that if you have not been able to watch all month, go back to the YouTube channel. I am Nicole D. Jones. I made a separate playlist for the month of April, okay? Educate yourself. Why? Because you're prosperous, all right? You're wealthy. You are billionaires on this other line. I don't know if you believe it. I believe it. Because listen, I am, all right? I'm more than a self-made millionaire. I'm more than that. Because number one, I'm priceless. You can't even put a price on me. But the visual monetary value that'll come with me, I can't even think or imagine. Ooh, listen, you may not believe it. I believe it, and I'll stand flat foot on it. And as long as we are doing this together, that means that it's for you too. Drink off my cup. I'll never run dry. All right? I'll never go dry. So it's okay. I'm not hungry. I'm not thirsty. I don't chase money. All right? Financial Literacy Month is not a place to put you in a mindset to chase anything. We ain't thirsty. We are not hungry. All right? We ain't chasing nothing. We master money. Money serves us. Wealth serves us. Okay? All right. Now, I know it's Financial Literacy Month, like I stated, but everything is mindset. Y'all know that. Everything is mindset. So we've talked about budgeting. We've talked about credit. We've talked about your FICO score. We've talked about everything that can educate you in the way that you need just to get a good push and a good start on your finances, okay? Because even with your finances, you have to have purpose, all right? Everything that we're doing, we're building. So now that it's Financial Literacy Month, it doesn't abort or negate the process that we've been doing for self-confidence, for self-control, okay? None of that changes the fact that the you that you want is right on the other side of your self-discipline. Nothing. We're just growing. Mindset is always the foundation. It's always the foundation. So I want to take it back to the mindset, all right? We think of our mind as the Garden of Eden, all right? We think of it as the garden. When you think of the garden, you see the beautiful scenery, okay? Adam and Eve were strolling with Jehovah God. They were carefree. They didn't have a concern in the world, okay? Everything that they had, they were created to have dominion over. All this is who we are, okay? The apple was bit, sin came in, and now in the garden is where it was bit. That's why in your mind, it's the battlefield, because that's where sin came in, okay? So now, what are we doing through the journey? This journey has a final destiny. None of us can abort that, All right. Which is why I say trust the process. Don't abort your journey. Don't abort your processes. Don't be looking all the time for microwave fixes. Okay. Don't do that. Don't do a get rich quick scheme on yourself. Okay. We got to be all right to deal with our perspective. We have to be okay to deal with ourselves. Well, Nicole, what does this have to do with finance literacy? Everything. Everything. Because you do understand that your financial freedom is just an outward show of your freedom inside. Okay? That's all it is. Okay? Is resources needed and necessary through this journey? Absolutely. Of course. Okay? We need money to revolve in the economy for the economy to grow. We need revenue because the economy is not growing just on cash. Yeah, that whole digital currency is okay. So as we learn, we have to get to a place where our money is making money. That's investing, okay? We have to learn how, because we are learning to master money. It's going to serve us. Resources are going to serve us. Finances are going to serve us. Education on financial literacy is going to serve us because we're masters, okay? But the only way you can stay a master is you got to deal with your mind, baby. You have to continue to deal with your mind. We can do the tangible and the physical. We can write out a budget. Listen, I'm so good with writing them out. I color code them. They're so pretty to look at. But at the end of the day, if I don't have the self-control to maintain and stay in the budget that I've created, it doesn't matter. It's just a pretty piece of paper. All right? If I don't have the self-confidence to believe that even though $12 is in my account right now, it's going to grow to 12 billion before I leave this journey, then it doesn't matter. All right? It's just a fairy tale. It's a fantasy. That's not what we do. So we got to go back to perspective. We got to go back to mindset. And I just want to remind you today, all right? Because we can have all the faith in the world to believe in this pretty color-coded budget worksheet. And I'm saying this to y'all because it's the end of the month. If you haven't already, you need to be looking at your budget for May. You got to know what's going on. You have to know what's going in and out of your household, of your pockets, of your well-being, of your riches and success. You have to know, okay? So we understand faith and belief are two different things. We got to go back to that belief. Do you believe that you're going to be a billionaire? Well, first of all, because, sometimes it's hard for us to believe for ourselves. So do you believe I'm going to be a billionaire? Do you believe it? Y'all can actually answer because I won't be able to see. But if you don't, do you believe that I believe? Do you believe that I believe? See, sometimes it's hard for us to believe things for ourselves. What allows me to believe it for me is you, believe it or not. It's you. Because I feel like anything that I believe in, even if I can't necessarily totally see it for myself, I 110% believe it for you. And because of me believing it for you, I am like, yes, I believe it. I will, man, I can feed that thing. I can feed that desire with my five senses. Okay? We understand that belief is fueled and filled by our desires. Our desire, the more we increase our desire, the more we will believe. Okay? So my energy really comes from what I see for you. I'm just crazy enough to believe we all gonna do it together. We all gonna do it together. So if I gotta be at the front of the pack, taking some of the blows, I'm good with that because the reward is worth it to me. The reward is worth it to me because we all gonna be sitting up with overflows. And as we overflow, more people are going to be able to drink out of our cup. That excites me. Okay. But we got to remember that desire is the starting point of all achievements. So this is why I'm saying, even with your finances, write the vision and make it plain. Write your goal. Okay, you should have a financial goal for yourself for December 31st, 2021. And it should be written where you can see it. I am so happy and grateful now that I am worth 100,000 liquidity by December 31st, 2021. That is my goal for Nicole D. Jones. Okay? It's not my goal. Then I'm thinking about it like, oh, when I have this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. No, that is my goal. That is my desire. And I'm going to feed my desire with my 5 senses. And the more I feed it, the more I believe it. So then when I'm looking at my account, if it say $2,000 or $2, it doesn't move me from my belief. Okay? That's all here. That's all here. We've got to get to a point where we shift our perspective that situations don't make us emotional, to switch taking our eye off the prize. Okay? You think about a goal. A goal is set like this. Let me do this so you can see my arm. All right? A goal is set like this. It's that way. It's far. Okay? A goal ain't right here. A goal is over there. So you think about, even when you look in the sky, every day is not a sunny day. Some days it's so cloudy and it's so foggy, you can't even drive your car because you can't see. But does that mean that the destination has changed? No. Does that mean because it's foggy, when I try to ride the IHOP, it's not going to be there? No. If my goal is to get there and sip some tea, the weather does not change that for me. Now, when I can't see, I may have to slow down. I have to be more mind conscious. I might have to kind of go another way because I have to go where I can see a little clearer versus on a sunny day. You think about a sunny day, that's the day that you texting when you ain't supposed to be texting while you driving. That's the day you chitty chatting and you talking and you arrive where you going and you can't even remember how you get there, right? When we have things so clear for us, sometimes we don't even appreciate it. Sometimes we'll lose focus through the process of where we're trying to go, okay? That's why some stuff got to get mixed up in your life. That's why every day can't be a good day. But that's why you have to be able to get into a place where you count it all joy, every trial and tribulation, because you understand that works perseverance in you. That sharpens your awareness, okay? That makes you stop and pay attention, all right? You got to be able to be in a place where you understand, and we always got to be dealing with mindset. It does not matter what you're dealing with, you got to deal with this, okay? So you got to remember that desire is the starting point of all achievements. So when you start wanting to achieve these goals financially, you got to feel your desire for it, okay? You have to feel it. And you got to understand that desire has levels, okay? It has levels. So sometimes we have to understand that because there are levels, and depending, you got to set the goal. You got to believe the goal. Even if you can't fully see the goal, you got to believe it. And then there are levels of desire. So, you get off the call today and you're going to be like, yes, because at this point, we have gathered together. So there's an energy that we're giving to each other. You should feel my excitement, all right? You should believe just because I believe. So you're going to leave with it. You're going to get off the call and you should be happy, okay? Even if you go to your little app and your little bank account is showing something froggy, it's looking real froggy, you think you want to leave, but it's okay. You got to be able to look at it and be like, hey, Friday is payday. All right. So it's going to go up. So I'm just happy and grateful for my job. I'm happy and grateful for income coming in. See, you got to get to a place where you desire and you believe your goal, that when things don't look right, you just like, it's all good because this is going to get better. And I know that. Okay. But you got to understand desires have levels, because then if Friday comes and your check isn't what you thought it was going to be, you can't fall back so far that you now lose focus of your goal. All right. Why am I saying all this? Because at the end of the day, it's right here. The battlefield is right here. Everything is right here. So we have to learn how to shift our perspective. And in shifting it, we got to understand, we got to desire it. If I desire to have or to be worth $100,000 liquidity by December 31st, 2021, then I have to feed that desire. Okay. I have to feed it. Sometimes I'll go online and I look at things that and people rather usually look people up that are successful, that are maintaining, that are feeding me. Like I said, I follow Tiffany, the budgetnista. When I look like, things aren't going good with me, I start pulling on those resources to feed my desire. I'm feeding it. I'm using my 5 senses. I'm visually seeing it. I'm speaking it because I'm reading aloud so I can hear it. All these things, and it encourages me. Sometimes the things that we face can be discouraging, but when you are set on shifting your mindset and shifting your perspective, those things won't be so easy to sway us. And even if we start, like I said, you start, bobbing and weaving, it's all good. Just keep getting up. Keep what you need to do. Those are the times where you got to set goals for yourself that come with your finances. How do you see yourself? What is your dream car? What does your dream home look like? Okay. Go and test drive the car. Smell the leather. It sounds crazy, but it's not, because you're going to start activating your 5 senses, and it's going to increase your desire. Print it out. All right. The car you want is $80,000. Print it out. Look at it. And then allow your mind, your perspective to shift, and allow your creativity to come alive, to then get to multiple streams of income where your money is making money for you. And then that $80,000 is like a $20 bill. Why? Because we master money. It serves us. So if I see that my car is $80,000, then I got to find the streams of income that's going to serve me to get it done. Because I don't want a car note on $80,000. I don't know about y'all. I want to go pay cash, baby. I just want to go pick it up. And then because I've got cash and I'm going to pick it up, I have an expectation of you knocking the price down. Because I understand my value. I understand the process that I took to get there, and I'm expecting the reward. Okay. So perspective. So I just want to remind you of belief. I want to remind you that as we're going through this, as we're learning to be good stewards, better stewards, because even if you got it down pat and you got it mastered and your credit score is so high they can't even chart it, we can all learn and grow. Okay. Because if we don't stay in a posture of submission and humility, arrogance and pride can creep in there. All right. And I don't care how together you are, it will unravel you. That's what it do. Okay. So there's a time where we can all learn and grow. We are students. All right. I'm a long-term student. I'm always in a posture of being willing to learn. Always in a posture, because I understand that I don't know it all. All right. So I just wanted to remind you today, don't forget the mindset in everything that we're doing. If you want to, in everything that you do, You want to be successful. You want to be prosperous. You want to walk in your health, your wealth, and your prosperity. We got to always be dealing with this. Okay. Because this is the battlefield. Your mind is the battlefield. The battlefield don't change. It's always right here first. The thoughts. And when we learn how to take those thoughts captive that are not going to produce anything for us, that is going to make us the problem and not the solution, when we start doing that, we are then mastering our self-control, because we can only control ourselves. Stop trying to control everybody around you. It will exhaust you. You will get stress, headaches, tension knots, all of that. Listen, you can only control you. So you write your goals. You have your mind on them all the time in every area of your life. We just focusing on money and finances because it's financial literacy month, but it doesn't change. The meal plan works. All right. You deal with your mindset. You educate yourself. You keep accountability. Your lifestyle has to show it. It can't not do it. It has to, because as you become better, your circle becomes better. Your environment becomes better. Everything. As you become better, you get brighter, you get lighter, you get all that. You begin to radiate the darkness and you remove it. It'll get to the point where darkness around you makes you uncomfortable and you don't want it. This is why I say we are coming together to learn how to be who we are unapologetically, because we are learning that as we continue to control and maintain ourselves, it will put us in a posture of submission to Jehovah God, submission to Jehovah God, submission for me to Jehovah God. When I do that and I'm able to hear, it puts me in a posture of humility where I just want to be. I don't know about y'all, but it is so much that I can see in me that I need to fix, that it just makes me humble. It makes me not walk in judgment. Even when my flesh hurts, even when I'm hurt or offended, it is so much over here that I can't even look at you with the crooked eye or the cock eye. All right? I gotta straighten my eyeballs out. I'm telling you. And it's so freeing. It's so freeing. It gives you a heart of compassion. It will shift your heart. Because really, that's what we're judged on, our heart. All right? So, it's 10:29. Just remember, we have named Wednesdays Warrious Wednesdays. We are warriors that are victorious. So we will continue to be that. We will continue to manifest things. We will continue to affirm ourselves. We will continue to speak life and not death. We will continue to be the head and not the tail, excuse me. We will continue to be healthy, wealthy, and prosperous, knowing that everything our hands go to touch, it must, it shall, and it will prosper and grow. We will continue to walk in a posture of humility because we're going to continue to be grateful for the opportunity to right wrongs in ourselves. Okay? We're going to do that, and we're going to do it together. We're going to continue to do it together. So again, thank you for taking 30 minutes of your day to spend helping me and encouraging me. I want you to continue to have a fantabulous day. Smooches.